Alright boys, welcome to BBR Week 2 against Panther, who you can check out in the top right hand corner. If you missed the team builder, go ahead and check that out as well. I've got Obo beside me, because I assure you he's not ghosting me, because he's here to watch me. We do see one thing that I did not expect, no Excadrill. Instead we see Raikou. I mean, I kind of didn't expect Excadrill in general, but I didn't expect Tyranitar no Excadrill. So we're going to see Raikou here. Gonna be pressure or inner focus, so pretty much what we expected. Again, if you missed the team builder, we made a ton of changes. We have a cool team here. We have KEE, LATIOS that we are going to try to win with here. So my lead, guaranteed, is going to be the Andy Shocks. It leads very well into anything that's not Tyranitar I might switch out on, but past that, we lead very well into everything. We get an advantageous lead on the Keldeo, the Raikou, Salamence, Cinderace, and Weezing. Everything except Tyranitar. Tyranitar is a little tricky because it can't OHKO us with Reflect, and it does like 70% through Reflect, so we're probably not going to want to stay in, but I feel comfortable leading this into Panther. Alright, we're going to load in here against Panther with the boring card. Absolutely no drip on his card. Get it. That's what I'm saying. Tell him. Get a new one. He's going to lead Raikou, so we're actually going to get the exact lead that we want. Fantastic, and he does not have good pivots into this Pokemon. I do just want to go for the Thunderbolt outright. Or we could just go for the Light Screen. I think Thunderbolt's really nice because I think Salamence has a potential to come in here. But I don't think we overplay. I just think we go for the Light Screen, in case he wants to stay in and Scald or whatever the case may be. He is also Inner Focus. We saw Inner Focus and not... what's it called? Pressure. So we are going to get a Light Screen up. He might want to stay in here, or he might just... I'm not really sure what he could go for here. He goes for Scald. Try to get a burn on us. 311, 219, that might be Specs. No, it doesn't look like it's Specs, so he's going to be Scald. He's going to use 1 PP. I mean, I feel pretty comfortable going for the Earth Power here. I feel like that's very, very free. We're going to go for the Earth Power here. We're going to do a ton of damage. He might be Assault Vest. We do about 50, so he is likely going to be Assault Vest. As he crits through Light Screen and KOs my Andy Shocks. Oh! Why didn't I think of that one? Oh man, that's a good one. I didn't really consider that one actually. So we can go Weavile and we can pressure an OHKO immediately. Or we can just go for the knockoff and the potential Weezing, which is probably our best play. That's what we're gonna do actually. We're gonna knock off here. Gotta love that one. Got to love that one. We're gonna knock off the potential Weezing's Rocky Helmet. I feel like that really sucks because we could have Earth Powered the following turn and kept Andy Shocks around potentially. So to potentially have something else to outspeed the Salamence, and also potentially have another screen in the back. But instead, we're going to have no Andy Shocks and nothing to really show for it. So, awesome. We're going to knock off the Weezing. I assume Levitate. He's going to be Levitate. We're going to do, like, nothing. We're going to do, like, what, 10%? Yeah, he's obviously Rocky. We're going to knock that Rocky off. We're going to do about 15, 16% there. So he's going to be at, like, the same percentage that we are, actually. He's going to be at about 80 for it. And actually, also, another thing that sucks about us losing... our friend so early, our friend Sandy Shocks, is we don't have a pivot into this Pokemon. This Pokemon does very, very well. We knocked off, he's Fistap. He's like max Fistap for sure. I'm not gonna lie, very annoyed because we do not have a pivot into this. He could just quite simply... oh, we went Ice Beam for Self-Destruct on Overflow, by the way. Because he didn't learn Self-Destruct naturally. Don't have a pivot into this. I guess Skarmory is the most expendable, so we'll go Skarmory. Not super sure. I think he's gonna Willow here. Not super confident in this play, but Skarmory is very, very free to sack. And, man, I just feel like that crit... oh, he's actually just going to Raw Flamethrower. Okay. I mean, we have the Light Screen, but still, that was pitiful, man. That was pitiful. I think we're going to try to make a double here. As he potentially goes into what? What would he go into to take advantage of this? Cinderace, potentially? I could just Brave Bird and do damage, actually. That might just be the best option at this point. I mean, Brave Bird does 20% to this Pokemon, and any chip on this is good chip. Maybe I just Brave Bird. I'm just overthinking. I'm just gonna Brave Bird here. We're gonna get some damage off. He's actually gonna switch out. Nothing really wants to take this Brave Bird, so whatever he wants to go into, I'm fine with. Except Raikou, I guess. That shouldn't be alive. Okay. Sick. Oh, and we don't have a Raikou pivot anymore either. Forgot about that one. Okay. So, like I said, Skarmory is easily the least valuable member. Light Screen goes away this turn, right? No, we have one more turn. So Skarmory can actually live. Do we have one more turn? No, it does go away. Okay, so we don't have Light Screen anymore. Skarmory dies to this every which way. There's no world in which Skarmory lives this unless he's like max specially defensive. I do not want any chip on Annihilate, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to sack Skarmory here. Body press in case he bolts. Oh, Shadow Balls. Okay, we're gonna get him overplaying on the Latios switch in. And we're going to be able to potentially knock this out. We're going to potentially knock this out with body press here. Okay, so down goes Raikou. I mean, you did what you were supposed to, I guess, man. And he's probably going to go into Cinderace here. Like, Skarmory is not necessary at all. Like, we're going to sack Skarmory one way or another. I don't know what he's going to go into, but whatever it is, he can have Skarmory. Something to keep in mind as well is once we get any chip on the Keldeo, there it is, there's Cinderace. Once we get any chip on the Keldeo, a +2 Weavile in game actually does look very realistic. What's the, how much do we do to Keldeo with a triple Axel? 60 to 75, 62 to 75. So it does look very realistic. Of course, he does a vacuum wave, so we have to keep that in mind. Like I said, I have no pivots into this Pokemon. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to sack Skarmory here. And that is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to click body press because in case he like U-turns for no reason, I don't want this Pokemon. Please take it. Please take my Skarmory, man. I do not want this Pokemon. This Pokemon is not very good here. I do not have any defensive pivots into anything. You could go back into Weezing. Man, I wish I was Spikes on this Skarmory now. He's going to go Salamence now. And he is Intimidate. What? Why are you Intimidate into the Defiant Annihilate? What? Skarmory Salamence. That's crazy. I don't agree with that at all. Body press. We did how much? About what we expected. He's probably no HP, or very little HP. So what we're gonna do now, dude, I really don't want to keep this Pokemon. I'm gonna roost to see what he wants to do here. And if he wants to fire, I don't know if this KOs us. It probably does, right? Okay, down goes Skarmory, finally. Goodbye, Skarmory. I could have pivoted to keep it around, but I could have went Overkill, I suppose. I would have been risking a burn. I think I go go Weavile now. And triple Axel. There's just not much that wants to switch into this, man. Not much at all. And now that we know Weezing's probably not Will-O-Wisp, we can switch out into Overkill pretty confidently this next turn. We're going to triple Axel here. He's going to switch out here. He's probably going to go Weezing. We should be able to 2-hit KO the Weezing as far as I'm aware. If not, very, very close. Yeah, it looks like we should be able to 2-hit KO the Weezing. What am I missing? That looks extremely close. Why did that look so close? Is it 45 now? It was 35 to 42. So he's at 45. We can just switch out here. We're going to switch out into Overquill. I feel pretty comfortable with that, seeing as how weak this is. This could Pain Split, I suppose. Pain Split would be a good play on his part. Pain Split would be a good play. Big man! Big man! Gonna be -1. That shouldn't matter. He's gonna be special. He's gonna Strange Steam here. He's gonna do nothing, and he doesn't get the Confuse. So we can rip off a pretty free Gunk at this point. There's nothing that wants to pivot into this Gunk shot. Even if he goes Tyranitar, what's our pivot after that? I mean, we don't really need to pivot on the Tyranitar, to be honest. We could get Advantageous in Liquidation. I guess this Liquidation probably puts this in range of Weavile regardless. Oh, Gunk doesn't even kill. Yeah, I think the play here is Liquidation. It covers a switch and it does a lot of damage to this Pokemon. Yeah, covers the Tyranitar switch. He's gonna go Tyranitar. We're gonna get the Liquidation off. It does not 2-hit KO, but it does a ton of damage. He is obviously gonna be Sandstream here. I guess not obviously because he didn't bring Excadrill. Gonna do a big chunk of damage there. And unfortunately, I feel like we're in a position where we have to just kind of go for it here. And put some more damage on the board. I can go Annihilate, but like I said, I think Annihilate is too valuable for the Keldeo in game. So I think I'm gonna stay and I'm gonna Liquidate. I think that's my best play. We're gonna get another Liquidation off. I think Overkill is my least valuable member. Unfortunately, this is a very hyper offensive build, and we lost one of our best pieces. He's gonna Dark Pulse here, so he's gonna be special. Not do a ton of damage at all. I'm still very upset about the Andy Shocks, because this game, I know for a fact this game plays out extremely different if I don't get crit with that Andy Shocks. Down goes Tyranitar. This Andy Shocks was just so good into the Pokemon he had left, man, and the screen potential with whatever he has, it's just so good, man. So he probably goes Cinderace here, I would assume. Cinderace. Let me see here. I mean, we live a non-banded Pyro Ball. Aqua Jet does like 30%. He does go Cinderace. I don't have a pivot into this. I think it's worth seeing if he's banded or not with this damage and getting the Jet off to 30%. Does that put him in range of Weavile in the in-game? Yeah, after Sand it probably does. And if he U-turns, it doesn't look like he KOs us. I think I'm going to go for the Jet here. I'm going to be honest. I know it's a game of no switching, but finding out if he's banded is very, very important for our LATIOS. We're going to Jet here. That looks like it does way less than it should. And he's going to Pyro Ball. This likely kills regardless. He's not going to be banded. But we're going to die to sand. He's not going to be banded based on that not killing. Pyro Ball 1. Could he be Scarf potentially? I think LATIOS is my play now. I think it might be LATIOS in-game time. I think it might be LATIOS time. Because he could be, I guess he could be Scarf? Based on that? I don't really have another play anyway, and I don't want to risk Weavile. You're at what now? 57? You got very low off of that. You're now in range of a Weavile knockoff guaranteed. I think I'm going to recover. No, I think I'm going to Calm Mind. Because you don't get the... Oh, you do get the Libero still from U-turn. No, I'm going to recover. I'm going to recover on the U-turn. Yeah, okay, good play. We get the Key Berry to proc, and we might be in the end game now. We might be in the end game now, to be honest with you guys. We might be able to set up a Calm Mind and put it away. Depending on his Salamence set, I suppose Salamence can be pretty scary if it comes out here for sure. But I don't think you go hard Salamence for any reason. I think you probably, if anything, go to sack Weezing. And if you go to sack Weezing, I'm going to Calm Mind. Yeah, he does go to sack Weezing. We're going to Calm Mind. And that might be it. Unless this gets... As he has Toxic, he could be packing Toxic. That would put a big damper on our plans. No more Sandstorm. So, we're going to Calm Mind here. We're +1. We're about to be +1, +1, +1. I think we're in the best spot we possibly can be. And I think we might be able to finish up this game here. Unless there's something I'm not thinking about. Unless Salamence... No, I don't know. Calm Mind off. We're +1, +1, +1. He's going to Strange Theme. Do 114. I'm going to recover to stay healthy, right? 114. We're recovering 145. Is that even worth? Is that physical? Based on how much that did? No, I'm going to Calm Mind again. And then recover. Yeah, okay. That might have been a choke play if he went hard Cinderace, I suppose, but I don't see you ever going hard Cinderace there. I guess the only losing time, the way we lose now is if Strange Theme confuses and we hit ourselves. We recover, stay out of range of Cinderace, and we'll see how much this does. I'll probably recover one more time. Yeah, I'm going to recover one more time. Guarantee keep us out of range of Cinderace. And if you ask me, we deserve to not be confused here because of the anti-shocks earlier. We're +2, +2, +1. Let me make sure we like Oko Salamence with stored power. We do. We Oko Keldeo. Yeah, this might be Raps, I think so. We're going to stored power here. We're going to take out the Weezing. I mean, the worst he can go is Cinderace and U-turn, which does 40, and we can just recover on the Cinderace. Yeah. If he goes Cinderace, we're going to recover. Down goes Weezing. He doesn't know it, but his Salamence is more than likely faster than us, based on the fact that he had no HP investment. He goes Cinderace. We're just going to recover here. It's our only play. He goes for the U-turn. And the game's over at this point, guys. The game is over. Barring anything very crazy happening, the game should be over. I was stressed out for a little bit through there. I feel like maybe I didn't play the best. Nah, I feel like I played fine. I feel like he just pivoted around a little bit too much, over-aggressive a little bit, as we were trying to sack things off, being super hyper, a hyper-offensive build, and we just wanted things to be sacked. He probably is able to get off a Draco here, which we're +2, +2. That might put us in range of Cinderace U-turn. That's the only scary thing at this point. But we can play around it if so. We might even just be faster. We're going to store power here. He's going to Roost. Okay. So he just expected us to be faster outright. But like I said, we're max Bizdef LATIOS. So us clicking stored power here was definitely the best play in this situation. We're able to just Oko that Salamence.
Let's go!
And that should be the whole game.
Go!
That should be the whole game. If he goes Cinderace, we recover again. I'm very glad we brought this set, though. Into this specific team that Panther brought, obviously did very, very well. He goes Cinderace again. He has to play for a choke of us not clicking recover. We're going to recover again on this Cinderace U-turn. Yeah, somebody sign me. You guys know what it is. I mean, if he Swords Dance, he loses Libero on the U-turn. He doesn't KO us at +2 with U-turn. So, if he is going to U-turn here, we recover. And his Keldeo is going to be faster than us, so he's going to be able to get a big hit off. But it's fine. We're gonna recover. This game's wrapped. Yo, it is so nice of Panther to give me an 18-minute video to edit prior to my vacation. Thank you, Panther. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you.
That's crazy.
Thank you for that. He knew that I was going on vacation. I had to edit this video tonight. So Buddy did his damnedest to make sure it wasn't a long battle, and I really appreciate that. What a nice guy. Secret sword. Goodbye. Perish. And the Cinderace comes in, and we're gonna win. Like I said, good game to Panther, guys. I think this LATIOS set just did very, very well into him. I think we put our LATIOS in a very good position to win this in game. I'm very, very happy that it ended up working. Again, be sure to check out Panther in the top right-hand corner or down in the description below, as well as all of the other BBR coaches. And thank you guys so much for watching. For now, guys, this has been John Jr. signing off.